A very good evening. Okay. A very good evening to everyone. I, Prithvi Ramakrishna, here with a very good evening to everyone. I, Prithvi Ramakrishna, with Madhuketan, are going to be the host of today's event. So before starting the event, I would like to quote this famous line: "With great power come great responsibilities." So I want you all to remember this till the end of this session. So, again, a good evening to respected faculty members and people who are here to know more about the club and hopefully join it one day. Over to Madhuketan.
Thank you, Prithvi. They say the only source of knowledge is experience. Today, we have some of the experienced professors with us. I would like to call upon Dr. Varaprasad sir and talk a few words about coding.
Thank you, Madhu and Prithvi, for joining into the CodeChef team. Is it okay?
Yes.
Yeah. So I just wanted to tell you a few words why this CodeChef club, or what I mean to say, why the programming is very important during the current scenario. When we are there in the graduation, uh, we were used to code a lot, like very old languages like Pascal, COBOL, like so. Not even C language. Now you are supposed to do in such a way, then you will be able to command the language where if you can do a particular programming language can be learned in a good way. I mean to say that the programming language cannot be learned as if immediately or instantaneously. Though you have many number of coding websites which are available through interpreters, online interpreters or online compilers, that will be an added advantage in the today's scenario. But what I mean to say, you must concentrate on the basic programming first. Then it will be added advantage to learn for further to your advanced level programming. So if you are, let's say that one scenario where I will tell you, during my early careers of teaching, I used to come on a bicycle to the institution. It was way back in 1998, I'm telling you. So while coming onto the institution, I was thinking that today what should I teach the students? What kind of the programming language logic should I explain to the students? Then whatever the way where I thought of explaining, then I used to come up with one particular problem. Then I'll be explaining the logic to the students, and then students are going to try in such a particular or to solve that particular problem by building up the logic. I say that you think in that way, then it will be useful for you to build or to improve the programming skills. Basically, the club initiation or the club ideology or objective is to improve the programming skills for everyone who is being joined here. Because without programming in the current scenario, you cannot design a particular application. Though it is plug in, plug out basis of the web services, or you can add some kind of the tools that can be added to you to design your program. But what I mean to say, whatever you are used to have the plugins or plugouts or any external tools which is going to be added to design your application, which is going to be up to only 30 to 40%. And the remaining 50 to 60% where you need to code on the particular topic or the solving of a design or solving of a particular problem. So if you can make use of your own way to build the logic, then it will be useful for you to develop or improve the programming skills. Otherwise, it is not possible, or it is not that much easy to learn. So you think on and you innovate your thought-provoking mindsets to build the logic. So again, I'm telling you, dear students, the logic building is more important. How you are going to be talking about the logic building here is, this is all based upon only the mathematical modeling. So without making use of the mathematical model where you cannot write a logic for a given particular problem. I mean to say that the algorithm. Because if you can write the algorithm, then that can be transformed to any particular language. It will be very easy, provided if you can learn logic. So logic building is very much lacking in the today's scenario. So I request you to all to build or to improve the logic building skills. And if you can make use of any particular programming language, let's say that if you use C or C++ or Java or Python, whatever it may be, that the programming language which you wanted to learn first. So start with the basics, and then you write down simple programs, and then go on improving step by step. If you are getting any kind of the doubt, please refer to the internet resources, or you can just ask your faculty to whom where you are being very much comfortable. I'm telling you that nobody is going to hesitate to clear your doubts. I'm telling you, if you can make use of the opportunity or utilize these resources, then you will be one of the good students to make your programming skills and to develop such kind of an applications here. Right? So the current scenario and the current latest edge cutting technologies, what you use your now the programming language, databases, or you may use software engineering, or you might have learned about different other scenarios where you can able to show your interest. So that are being coming to your latest edge cutting technologies is one part of the side. The other part of the side where we need to think in a different way than what the others are going to be thinking in a regular fashion. If the regular passion way of thinking is not going to be given you given you, or to create an importance for which what you wanted to create. So we have to think in a different way. Then you will be able to get some kind of recognition. At the same time, your product or your logic is going to be accepted by the other parties or other persons, right? So you please concentrate on these particular programming skills development, and please make use of all the resources which are available physically and which are available on the internet resources. If you ping any particular faculty, or if you ask your doubt to clear, sir, this is the way, or madam, this is the way where I'm not able to clear my doubt, so can you please clarify? So definitely they will be clarified. If they are not in a position to clarify, and let you give some time to clarify of your doubts, and then that will be clear. I'm assuring you that if not so many number of websites which are being available, then you can just go on through that particular video, or you might have some kind of the content which is being covered by the number of websites. You can get clear of those particular tools. So when we were used to learn about COBOL or Pascal language, there was no question of any internet resources which are available. Right now, the internet resources are which are fully available to you, and you make use of that particular opportunity. So with this, I thank for giving the opportunity by the organizers who are being the part of this CodeChef technical club, or I mean to say that programming skills club. Thank you, Madhu and Prithvi, for inviting me to join here.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable information. Addressing next, I would like to call upon Dr. Rajkumar Patra, sir, the third year coordinator, to share some thoughts about coding.
Okay. Hello. Am I audible?
Uh, Sir, it could be a bit louder.
Yeah. Am I audible now?
Uh, yes, sir. It can be a bit more louder, sir.
Okay. So is it required to turn on the cam?
Uh, yes, sir.
Okay. So very good evening to all. So I congratulate Madhuketan and Avilash and the team for coming up with the club, that is CodeChef CMRTC chapter. So definitely this club, whatever the thought you people come up with, so this is going to help you as well as your juniors in developing the coding skills. So now whatever, so due to this pandemic, whatever the campus recruitments that are happening currently, so everywhere the companies are looking for the coding skills, and they are going to test the coding skills in the online mode only. So they are giving the problem statements, and you need to provide the appropriate code for their particular problem statement. So to develop the coding skill, it will not come in a day or 2 days. So you have to put your effort continuously to develop the good coding skills. So choosing any language, before choosing any language for coding, so first you need to build the logic, how to solve the problems. So first you need how to solve the problems. So problems solving skill is very much important. So if you able to solve the problems through the pen and paper, so you are going to definitely make a good code. So language is not a matter. So language is different. So you can use any language, either Python, C, C++, Java, any language. It's up to the individual choice. But if you are having the good coding skill, that means good problem solving skill, then you can write any good code. Clear? So for one example, just I most of the time I used to give the same example, that you people have knowing the you might have written the program that is to swap the two variables, swapping of two numbers without using a temporary variable. So earlier, when I was a student, so my professor was asked, he told us to write the code for swapping of two numbers without using a temporary variable. So at that moment, we are just surprised how we can swap the two variables, two values without using any temporary variable. But later on, we discussed among us, and we have found the mathematical uh, operations. So that is able, by using those mathematical operation, we can able to exchange the contents of two variables. So you people are knowing that logic, that is, we can use either plus minus, or you can use multiplication or division operator to exchange the variable values of two variables. Clear? So like that. So one more thing I would like to tell you, when you are developing any code for a particular problem, so you must develop a logic in such a way that, so it should be your, the code should be an optimized one. That means you can write the code for a particular problem in various ways, but you have to concentrate, or you have to focus on the code such that it will be a optimized one. Clear? Because now the industry is looking for the optimized codes only. Clear? So this platform, this CodeChef platform, is going to provide you a way how you can develop your coding skills and how you can get a optimized code for a particular problem. So this is a good initiative you people have started. So I congratulate all of you to, and one more thing I would like to tell at this point. So you have initiated, but don't stop here. So this initiation should carry on, and it should be propagated to your juniors, so that your juniors will be get benefited. Clear? So this process should be carry on, and you should ensure that the initiation will give maximum benefit to you as well as to your juniors. So with these few words, I'd like to stop so that you can carry on with your other activities. Thank you. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you,
Madhuketan?
sir. Yeah, thank
Yeah.
you so much, sir, for sharing your views and giving your advice on coding.
Yeah.
Now, we would like to show you all a video where some of the well-known CEOs and some of the great coders all over the world, where they talk about coding and share their great experiences about it.
I was 13 when I first got access to a computer.
My parents bought me a Macintosh in 1984 when I was 8 years old.
I was in 6th grade.
I learned to code in college.
Freshman year, first semester, intro to computer science.
I wrote a program to play tic-tac-toe.
I think it was pretty humble beginnings. I think the first program I wrote asked things like, what's your favorite color? Or how old are you?
I first learned how to make a green circle and a red square appear on the screen.
The first time I actually had something come up and say, hello world, and I made a computer do that. It was just astonishing.
Learning how to program didn't start off as wanting to learn all of computer science or trying to master this discipline or anything like that. It just started off because I wanted to do this one simple thing. I wanted to make something that was fun for myself and my sisters. And I wrote this little program and then basically just add a little bit to it. And then when I needed to learn something new, I looked it up either in a book or on the internet and then added a little bit to it.
It's really not unlike kind of playing an instrument or something, or playing a sport. It starts out being very intimidating, but you kind of get the hang of it over time.
Coding is something that can be learned, and I know it can be intimidating. A lot of things are intimidating, but what isn't?
A lot of the coding that people do is actually fairly simple. It's more about the process of breaking down problems than sort of coming up with complicated algorithms as people traditionally think about it.
You don't have to be a genius to know how to code. You need to be determined.
Addition, subtraction, that's about it.
You should probably know your multiplication tables.
You don't have to be a genius to code. Do you have to be a genius to read?
Even if you want to become a race car driver or play baseball or build a house, all of these things have been turned upside down by software.
What it is computers are everywhere. You want to work in agriculture? Do you want to work in entertainment? Do you want to work in manufacturing? It's just all over.
Here we are, 2013. We all depend on technology to communicate, to bank, information, and none of us know how to read and write code.
When I was in school, I was in this after-school group called the Whiz Kids. And when people found out, they laughed at me and, all these things. And I'm like, man, I don't care. I think it's cool. And, I'm learning a lot. And some of my friends have jobs.
Our policy is literally to hire as many talented engineers as we can find. The whole limit in the system is just that there just aren't enough people who are trained and have these skills today.
To get the very best people, we try to make the office as awesome as possible.
We have a fantastic chef,
Free food,
breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
free laundry,
snacks, even places to play and video games and scooters. There's all these kind of interesting things around the office and places where people can play or relax or go to think or play music or be creative.
Whether you're trying to make a lot of money or whether you just want to change the world, computer programming is an incredibly empowering skill to learn.
I think if someone had told me that software is really about humanity, that it's really about helping people by using computer technology, it would have changed my outlook a lot earlier.
To be able to actually come up with an idea and then see it in your hands and then be able to press a button and have it be in millions of people's hands. I think we're the first generation in the world that's really ever had that kind of experience.
Just to think that you can start something in your college dorm room and you can have a set of people who haven't built a big company before come together and build something that 1 billion people use as part of their daily lives is just crazy to think about, right? It's humbling and it's amazing.
The programmers of tomorrow are the wizards of the future. You're going to look like you have magic powers compared to everybody else.
I think it's amazing. I think it's the closest thing we have to a superpower.
Great coders are today's rock stars. That's it.
Yeah, I hope I'm visible to everybody. Okay. Wow, that is one of the greatest inspiring videos we have all seen. We have seen some of the great coders, one of the great millionaires, Bill Gates. We have seen Mark Zuckerberg talk so smoothly about coding, isn't it? Now the moment we have all waited for. Now, CodeChef CMRTC, will be revealing the logo of us. Wow, that was great. Now, I would like to hand over the session to Abhilash Pova.
Hello everybody. Hoping I'm audible. Hoping I'm hello. Yeah. Sorry for the so you all waited for the where it will be written up. So let me without any further ado. Let me quickly dive the talk about and what are you going to gain if you join and how are we going to do it. Are you ready? Taking it as a yes. So let me state what are we all about. So firstly, what is the college chapter? Do you have this question when you have seen the logo or the name when you heard the name for the first time? Let me clear that. Culture college chapters are the programming clubs that are run and maintained by the official chapter leaders. Nothing less than students, we students, and these are mentored by culture directly. So they aim to learn computer programming, I mean the material to learn computer programming accessible for students all across the globe. Now this is all about college chapter. Our mission. So simple, we have very simple machines which we worked on and which we want you to work on, and we will try to improve you day by day. So we will bring a competitive programming culture on the campus, a good competitive programming culture. When I say a competitive programming culture, I mean it. I mean a good programming culture wherein you will have a competitive programming environment. You'll be competing within between two persons or among yours in and around the campus. And the second mission is building network. Yes. Now, what do I mean by building network? So, as you have already know, network has this connections of devices. Similarly, the network which we are talking about has the connections of we people. We should be connected to anyone and everybody. So we will help you build your network. Your seniors, your faculty, your juniors, your peers, your batchmates, everybody. So we will be organizing regular events, contests, and many more. And at last, our work is to make an impact on your competitive programming journey. Now, let me wait. What's competitive programming? What is competitive programming? I am talking about so many. You have heard so many people talking about programming, competitive programming. But what is competitive programming? See, competitive programming is just a sport involving a couple of people competing each other to solve programming questions in a stipulated time period. Being clear here, we have time allocated and two or more people will be competing in order to solve the programming questions. So walk right into it, you'll learn the unwritten rules of the game, play harder and get better. Now, why competitive programming? Because it's fun and it's fun to learn and it'll help to increase critical thinking and build your logical ability in such a way that in down the line, in 1 or 2 years, if you look back, you'll be thinking of as if, am I the same person that used to look at the problems and doesn't know how to start or how to solve problems? And now, today, I'm able to solve problems and I'm able to get solutions within a time base. So we will take you to that way. And the most important point, to ace coding rounds. Why computer programming is important? To ace coding rounds. So it'll very beneficial in your interviews. And to brag your ready publicly. Also, if you want, I know every one of you want to get into the companies which are being displayed below. I think I don't have to tell the names. So we programmers call them as FANG companies, FAANG. So these are the top big MNCs, multi-billionaire companies all throughout the world. So if you want to get into them, competitive programming is the key. That's where how you can improve your programming skills. Now, how to start? How do you start competitive programming? We have 4 simple steps. We will be there. You pick a language. We mostly prefer C++ for competitive programming language as a competitive programming language, but that is not the only language which you can solve problems. Now, we will be giving you practice questions. We will be giving you riddles, puzzles, brain teasers, and many more. And the rest are surprise. We will get them. Now, where can you do competitive programming? You have CodeChef, Code Courses, AdCoder, LeetCode, HackerRank, and many more. So these are just a couple of platforms where you can start your competitive programming journey. And we will help you throughout your journey and we will make you start your journey very soon. You must be thinking, what are the prerequisites? Well, none. To start today, you only need a computer with internet connection and a desire to learn something new. That's it. Nothing more than that. What's in it for you? You take responsibilities and make things happen. You will. It'll eventually help you to clear technical interviews, and you will build a network. You'll learn. You'll really learn your chosen language. Let's just say you have chosen C or C++ or Python, whatever it is. You'll get to learn it because when you are start solving problems, you will learn it eventually. If not, there is a saying with man, practice makes man perfect. So this is how it works even here as well. So next week you will be getting prizes and all in all it'll be fun. So these are some of the activities which we have. We will be having monthly live sessions and doubt solving and discussion sessions over internal groups or through Google Meets, whatever way we can. And we will be having monthly closed and open contests as well, through exclusively for our college chapter community people only. Now we have the most two objectives because any program or any subject or anything you take in life, it has something, it has an objective. Similarly, our club has two objectives. So we understand how to apply the concepts in a problem within a time constraint and we make you do that as well. So you must be, at last, you must be competing with other programmers and understand from your mistakes. And also, when you network, when you have a network, you'll also learn from others' mistakes as well. So that is why it is important to build network. Lastly, we have incentives. Of course, there must be something, right? Here, there must be something, not just learning. Well, let's just keep learning something apart aside. So when you learn, you'll eventually get these incentives in the back. You'll get prizes, you'll get cash prizes, and you'll get coach of ladders, t-shirts, and a lot of prizes from coach and from the community as well. Coach of community. So up next, we'll be seeing our faculty advisors, Dr. K. Srijanraju sir, Professor, head of Department of CSE. He is also Dean Student Welfare at CMR. Today, unfortunately, we couldn't have him on board due to work issues. So he asked me to share two beautiful sentences with you so that you can be motivated. So this college is a community of like-minded people. So you guys have a student-friendly environment where we can help each other and work with each other to upskill ourselves. Great work, sir. It would have been more better if Susan Raju sir was here today with us. So I'll introduce chapter leads. So this is me, Abhilash Muha from third year CAC department, currently the president of CodeChef CMRTC chapter. Now let me call upon our very own Sharon Nakula from CAC department, who is competitive programming lead of the chapter. He'll share his thoughts with you. And Sharon?
Yeah, I'm very here. So, very good evening, everyone. Coming to me, I'm Charan Nargula, and for this coach of coach of CMRTC chapter, I'm gonna play the role of competitive programming lead, in which I will deal about creating the contest questions, and making test cases, debugging the questions, making contests, and everything about the contest. And not just that, I will also deal with creating some decisions, creating editorials, and going further, I also deal with the backend side of our website, the coach of CMRTC.tech. That's it about me, Abhilash.
Great, Sharon. So let us also know about the rest of the team. We are a team of four, and next up is our Saurabh Mahendrikar from CC third year. He is the media and outreach lead of CodeChef CMRTC chapter. Saurabh, uh, please share a few words with our members.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Saurabh from third year CSCA. I'm a data analysis and computer programming enthusiast student. Coming to my role in this club, I'm the outreach and media lead of this club. It gives me a great pleasure to be a part of this club, and I'm the one who will be making posters, write-ups with the help of other executive members. Firstly, I want to congratulate all the people who are attending this event. This shows how passionate you guys are about your careers and how passionate to stand out from the crowd. For the first years and second years, I could say just try to maintain a proper balance between your academics and resume building stuff. This will help you guys later during your recruitment process. And apart from that, whatever the events product come from this club, making sure this reaches out to you guys is a primary job of mine, and I'll take care of all these things, and also handle the social media platforms. uh, that's it from my side. Thank you, Abhilash.
Yeah, sir. It's very good that we have you today here. And up next we have Manu Patel from CS uh, Computer Science Data Science Department from second year. He's our events lead for CodeChef CMRTC chapter. Manu, please share a few words with our audience.
Good evening, I'm Manav, a second year student from CMRTC, and I'm also an events lead at CMRTC chapter. And I'll be planning the various events on the competitive program with the help of seniors and executive team, and learn things from them and make a good community and upskills ourselves. That's it from my side, Abhilash. Thank you.
Cool. Yeah. So guys, very good to. I'm very happy to see you all. With I'm very happy to see you all. Let me share my story on what led me to introduce of what led me to invent the club or to start the club. What went it? So I think it was the time where our entire BTech life was went into vain. I hope you might recollect it. Yes, I'm talking about COVID. So it's back in 2019 when lockdown was announced. I was thinking of what can we do? What can I do now? My BTech class is entirely ruined. My only time that I can do is staying at home, can learn or can communicate with anybody, can socialize. That's when I realized, okay, there is something called competitive programming. Why shouldn't I try it? So I gave it a try, and you wouldn't believe me, I just got in without any clarification or without any knowledge about competitive programming. And right now, today, I can't spend even one day without doing coding. I'll at least try to solve one or the other problem, or at least I'll try to help people. I'll try to help people in such a way they'll learn something new, so that even I'm also learning something new. So in second year, the competitive programming has been started in the second year. I mean, in my first year. So in second year, I met an amazing person, which you have already seen, Sharan Narkula, who is our CP lead. So he gave me one interesting idea. Why can't we start concept chapter? So it is back then. It's been 1.5 years when we got this idea. So I applied for this course of college chapter before 5 months, I guess. And after the interview process, the whole long interview process took around 4 3 4 months. And until we get clarification from coacher, it took us 5 months. So it's a 5 month process wherein we were able to just start a community in CMRTC. So right now we are having induction. So I am telling you this because it start today. You are not late. If you start today, maybe by the time you come into third year or by the time you come for placements, you might be better than me. I know I can still say that there are n number of people who are better than me, who will be better than me. Wishing you all the best and looking forward to see you in the club so very soon. And I can't wait to see you all and interact with you all. Now let me invite or let me hand over the stage back to Madhukethan.
Yeah, I hope everybody's visible. I hope I'm visible. So now, as we are done with the introduction of our core team, now Prithvi will be showing everybody the executive team, which is the backbone of the club.
So hi everyone. Here I am again to show you present you the executive team. So no less than the core team, we have the executive team, who is which is a unique team of elite members who represent different departments, different years, and different backgrounds. This has been specifically done to represent that whenever we have a problem statement with our team, we can get different perspectives to that what we call problem statement and get a better solution for it. So yeah, here is the executive body members from different years and different departments. So they play a specific role of acting as a point of contact between the members of the various members of the club and the core team. And these people are people of unique capabilities to run the club very smoothly. So that's all from my side. Over to Madhuketu.
Thank you, Prithvi, for introducing all the executive members. Yeah, not only the people who are displayed on the picture were the executive members, but there are many people upcoming for being executive members, and our president is already on it. So I thank Abhilash for making everything possible. So now, as we are done with the main part of the induction program, a final Q&A for everybody. People can ask their questions in the chat box.
Madhukirtan, sorry to interrupt everyone.
Yeah.
Sharon is going to have a session now, so he will demonstrate how you can log in to the CodeChef website or sign up to the CodeChef, and how you can join our community. So basically, this is the part where you have to listen more carefully so that you can join the club. Sharon, up to you.
Well, thank you very much, team. And now I'd like to show the process, how to register in the club, and how to join our Discord community so that you can get the up-to-date information about what are the activities going on in the club and like that. Let me share my screen and do that, and even you can do this along with me. Even I shared the link of the website in the YouTube comment section. I pinned that, and it's scrolling here too. So the first step is just open that website, and then you can see the home page. From our home page right now, it's partially constructed, and here you can find the current community members count, about our club and our team members. And coming to team members, forgot to include one person. He is Riaz, and he worked on the front end development for this website. and rest all are known to everyone, as my team introduced me. So you can also follow us on our social media handles, YouTube, the current stream you're watching, and Instagram is mentioned here. So coming to the registration process into the club, so go to the menu. There you can find a join club option, or even you can find the join club option here itself. So just click on it, and you'll get the registration form. So just for the purpose of demonstration, I'm using my details here to register. And one more thing which is very important is the CodeChef username. You need to provide a valid CodeChef username for registration. Let me show you how to create a CodeChef username if you are new to CodeChef, so that you can get your username and enter this. Visit this website, CodeChef.com. If you are new user to the CodeChef, then you need to create your new account. Let me show a quick demonstration of that. In the top right corner, you can find an option to sign in or sign up. There, if you click on that button, it will take you to this website. And here you can use your existing social media handles to do a sign up process or even the sign in process. So here, as I have an account already with CodeChef, I'm going to log in with that. So after logging into your newly created or already existing CodeChef account, you can find your username by clicking on the account settings here. And there itself you can find your username as here. So just copy the username as it is and don't make any kind of modifications like adding extra space or some special symbols. You need to copy as this username. Copy that username here and then simply click on submit. Maybe I already registered to this, so I just need to use some different credential. So let me use some dummy name for this because my account is already in the team. I will select some random CodeChef username just to demonstrate that. This way you will get a success message after registering into the CodeChef community as a community member. There you can find a message saying click OK button to join our Discord server now. So upon clicking OK, the page will be redirected to our Discord server where you need to join immediately. And this registration and everything will expire within 7 days from now. So upon joining the Discord, if you don't have a Discord, then I suggest everyone to create Discord because a lot of coding communities are available in Discord. Like let me show, like CodeChef community is available, and the Scalar community is available, and the Happen community is available, and a lot more. Even the placement and training communities are using the Discord server. So after joining after joining our server, you can find something screen like this. Let me show. As your club member, you will get a screen like this. Here, let me share about the different channels we have here. In a general channel, we discuss the general things, the common things about the club, like a general communication. Coming to off topic, here we discuss topics which are not related to programming, maybe some other, but you need to follow certain rules throughout the server. They are available in welcome and rules. Here you can check out the rules which you need to follow for using this server. And coming to the contest, here you can find the contest happening in CodeChef. Not just that, here you can also find some interesting contests happening in any other platform. And then coming to announcements, here we make some announcement regarding events or any internal contests happening. Coming to resources, here we share valuable resources to learn any programming language or to learn any particular competitive programming concept, or even to watch some videos on the competitive programming. And then we have the opportunities channel. Here you can find certain opportunities available across Hacker Earth as well as some other websites. Here we do some kind of scrapping. We do web scrapping here in order to get the posts about the new job opportunities automatically, just with the help of web hooks, which we are using currently. And that's the reason you can find that the messages which are being posted here are from about. And coming to quizzes, here we generally post some quizzes, very interesting quizzes related to the technology, not just the coding, but some interesting technology questions, so that you'll not get bored. And from this quiz channel, you can also find your leaderboard for a particular quiz. And that's it about all the process. And if you're having any doubts, then you can simply post in the comment section, and in the Q&A session they will be answered. Thank you.
Uh, thank you, Charan, for displaying everyone how to register themselves into this club. I hope people have already started registering for it. Now, as we are done with the induction program, we would like to give a Q&A in the chat box. And there's also a link for the feedback of today's induction program. People can fill it. Now, I would like to thank each and everyone who put an effort towards the whole induction program. If we have made this event a successful one, this event wouldn't have been so easy without the core team. Huge thanks to them. All this wouldn't have been so easier, and it would have just been a dream without them. With this, we come to an end of the event. I, Madhuketan, and Prithvi would like to thank the CodeChef CMRTC chapter for giving us this opportunity. And I hope all the fellow audience and juniors are looking forward to join the club and gain its benefits and make a optimized version of themselves. Thank you.
Yeah, here let me introduce something. Just a minute. I posted a link in the comment section, and also I pinned that to the channel, and I request everyone to open it once. Hope you are using that link, and there you can post your Q&As for now. So the very first question which we can see is, let me invite all my team members so that anyone can answer the questions appear on the screen. Yeah, hello everyone. The questions are being appeared in the screen, and anyone can answer them.
Yeah, do only coding. No students should join this club. So whoever is asking the first question, no, you just need to have some basics or some idea about programming. That's it. We will help you to learn programming, and we will help you to learn start with competitive programming. Okay. Now let me take the second question. See, the major difference between coding and competitive programming is just coding in coding. You'll definitely you'll be solving a particular problem, but you don't have timing constraint. You don't have that. You'll just solve a problem. You'll have unlimited time. But in competitive programming, you will be competing with other programmers in a particular time to solve programming questions. That is the difference between coding and competitive programming. Hoping I'm clear with that. So they are new to it. Yeah, anybody can join the club, and we will help you to improve your programming skills. Even though you're new to it, there is no problem. So we started new, but today we have a little bit of knowledge. We will never say that we are perfect in something. There is always a room for scope for improvement. The question: which language is better for coding right now in terms of skill development? See, there is nothing called as a better language for something skill development. See, every language has its own pros and cons. You can use a particular language for a particular project, and you can use another language for a particular project. For example, C++ can be used for embedded systems. However, Python is kind of a more higher programming language, which is mostly used for artificial intelligence and data science, scientific applications. Similarly, the programming languages might differ. So it is not just that there is nothing called as best programming language, but you should have some one programming language at least preferred as your favorite, and you learn the deepest parts of it up to file handling and up to object oriented techniques up to, I meant the deepest part of it. So can any members can join club to improve their programming skills? So yeah, the question is okay. So if I don't know about coding, yeah, if you don't know about coding, you can still join. You can learn about coding anytime and anywhere. You just need to have that mindset. Now let my teammates also answer the questions. Meanwhile, you can fill the feedback link.
There's a question here. So if I don't know about coding, I can still also join. Yes, you can join. Like, just try to know the prior basics of coding. That will be sufficient for you. It wouldn't take a lot of time to know the basics of any coding language. It will hardly take you 1 hour. There are many videos where they teach you coding in just half an hour, just the basics. So you can just look into it.
How do you use Discord application? What are the benefits of joining? Cool. Buddy, Discord, the usage of Discord application is similar to WhatsApp. However, it is used for more professional things. Now, what I mean by that is we will be having segregated channels for every particular thing. Let's just say if you are joining to this club, we have something called Discord server or Discord channel, wherein you have separate segregated channels which are restricted for resources, new events and achievements, general and new like new coding competitions or something like that. So we will have that segregated things which we don't find in our traditional WhatsApp or Messenger platforms. Hope you understood the importance of Discord in this scenario.
When adding to what Abhilash said, when we try to send information in Discord, it will stay with you forever. Everything is in uniform manner. Even when we post any events, it would give you a pop-up saying your event's still going when you're on Discord notification. That's a great benefit for you. You keep determined yourself.
Can non-coder join the club to learn coding? Yes,
It's
obviously, a
answered.
non-coder, it's already answered and it's answerable. You can join.
Is there anyone who can solve our queries regarding programming? We all are here to help you. You can
We
contact us
all are
in
here.
our yeah. You can contact us at any time. We will be like to help you whenever we need, whenever we are free.
Is there any criteria to join this club? Yes, we have
Prior
one
knowledge of
criteria,
coding
buddy,
is more than enough.
and we expect you to be student. That's it. Nothing more than that. On a funny
From our
note.
CMRTC college.
Here is a query from Sriram. How can this coding club be useful to first year students? So, Sriram, actually, it's more beneficial for first year student itself because as a club, we'll start everything from scratch. So, it's mainly for the first and second years only. Make proper use of this club, join this club, as mentioned in earlier processes, join this club.
What are the advantages of this coding club? Okay, for whoever it is, you have many advantages. You'll get to learn a particular language, or you'll get the essence of competitive programming. And also, keeping that aside, it also follows with a lot of incentives, prizes, crash prizes, CodeChef goodies, CodeChef laddus. You'll be getting t-shirts, pens, and everything all, which you can showcase, and also you'll be gaining certificates and lots of experience, and you'll at the end you will develop your thought process. So it'll eventually lead to improving your critical thinking and logical ability to build up your logical ability. That's more under. What is the eligibility? See, the only eligibility is you should be student of CMR and at least uh, have that desire to learn things. That's it.
It is the first question is also not answered. Hello, I have a question. Uh, I have a
Which language
question.
is
Which language is better for our coding right now? Means in
I
terms of our skill development.
I answered it. There is
Okay.
nothing called a best language. It is scenario based. So you should have something which you feel easier because in our core team, me and Sharon use C++. However, Manav and Saurabh will be using Python. So whatever the language you feel easier, you start with it and you
Comfortable.
learn. Yeah, you are comfortable and you start with it and you learn the deepest crux of it. It's just if you switch a language, it's just if you are able to write logic, you will be able to write logic in any language. You just need to learn syntaxes. That's it. A rule, basically. I mean, will there be any projects given to build hackathon? Yeah, yeah. So we will be conducting a hackathon for our community members. So we will give you problem statements. You'll have to build projects which you can showcase and yeah, sorry. We will give problem statements about projects, so you can start building projects as well, and we will help you in the process as well. What should we choose in programming language section during registration process? See, if you already know some programming language, choose it. Or if you don't know anything, choose C++. So that is it, my friends. We will always be available, and you can submit your queries, ratings all through the form. We will always be happy to clear out your doubts and queries. So with that, I'm handing over the session to Madhukethan and to Prithvi to have state the concluding note. Over to you. Okay, I'll be taking two last questions. How to use the Discord channel? How will it be helpful? I already answered it. However, I'm going to answer it again. Discord is very useful because everything is segregated. Not it is not as if we'll be using WhatsApp. Will you be teaching new technologies? We will try to teach new technologies. However, we will not be teaching you. We'll get instructors from an academy and we will conduct workshops. Is that cool? And for the last person and for the last question, something called so basically, yeah, what kind of programs this club organizes to improve your coding skills? Okay, the last
We
question, Manav,
we are gonna
take it.
yeah we are gonna conduct contest on the CodeChef official website, so you can there and you can gain knowledge and you can do problems. And after the contest, we will be giving you editorials, so you can learn from it if you haven't solved it.
Good. So we are ending this event with this. We thank your time and we thank you for your wonderful participation. You have been a wonderful audience. Thank you for filling out the forms, and we'll be giving back the session to Madhukethan. Madhukethan.
Thank you, guys. I again, once again, thank everyone for joining this meet and being a part of this induction program. I hope everybody gained something through this event, and I hope people join our club for a betterment of themselves. Uh, Everybody who's still watching the live can follow us on the Instagram. You can DM all their doubt, like you can DM all your doubts on Instagram DM as well. It is CodeChef CMRTC chapter. You can search it on Instagram and you can find it. We also have a YouTube channel. You can subscribe to it. I thank everybody. That's it, guys.